Hey folks, listen up again. It's Lecturer Joe here. We're going to look at resistor color codes. So when you look at electronic resistors, you notice that there are a series of colored bands drawn on them, and these colored bands tell you what the value of resistance is. But before we look at what the colors actually mean, the first thing we got to see is that at one end of the resistor there's a metallic color, usually gold. You might be able to just make it out on this video. So this resistor is brown, black, orange and gold. So the first thing we got to know is that the gold color needs to be over at the right hand side. Now I don't have a gold pen, but I'm going to represent it by this kind of brown color here. So this is our gold stripe. So for the meantime, all we need to know is that the gold needs to be over to the right hand side, and that means that we're going to be reading the stripes, the colored stripes, in the right order. So let's imagine that we have a resistor, not this one, that has the color code red, yellow, orange, and then gold at the right hand side. We don't need to worry at the moment what this gold means, but these three colors all stand for a certain value. Now I'll show you what the series is in a moment, but that is 2, that is 4, and orange is 3. Now we don't count this gold one because that means something separate. So we've got 2, 4, 3. Now it might look as if that's 243 ohms, but in actual fact this one means the number of zeros. So this actually means that. Now the 2 and the 4 can be read normally. So this is the value of our resistor, 24,000 ohms. So keeping the gold stripe over to the right, we simply read the three colors. The first two represent real numbers, and the third one represents the number of zeros. So 2, 4 and 3 zeros. All you got to know now is which colors mean which numbers, and you'll be able to figure out the values for resistors. So here is the code. The colours go in the order black, brown, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, violet, grey, white, and those represent the values 0 through to 9. So let's say we have a resistor here. We've got our gold stripe over to the right hand side. Let's say we've got a resistor here that is red, red and black. Well, we just need to read these three stripes. Red is 2. The next red is 2, and black is 0. But remember, it's the number of zeros. So in this case, there aren't any zeros. There are 0 zeros. So this is just 22 ohms. So let's imagine this next resistor is orange, 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 3 orange. Well, that's 333, but only the first two represent real numbers because the third stripe here is the number of zeros, so 3 zeros got to go on the end of that. 33,000 ohms or 33 kilo ohms. We'll do one more here. Green, blue and red. So look up green, 5, look up blue, 6, look up red, the number of zeros, 2 zeros in the end, 5,600 ohms or 5.6 kilo ohms. So just to recap then, the coloured stripes that you see in the resistors represent values, and this is the code for it. Before you can read it, you've got to make sure you've placed your resistor so that the gold coloured stripe is over at the right hand side. Otherwise you're going to be reading the values in the wrong order. The third stripe along is the number of zeros. And finally, there are lots of apps that can do this, so if you want to take a look around on the Play Store, you probably find yourself an app to put in your phone that will let you dial in the colours and tell you what the value is. Okay, so have fun building circuits with resistors.